On the y-axis is your intolerance for boredom. So the higher we go, the more stimulation you need to stay engaged. And therefore the worse your attention span gets, because it gets harder and harder to focus on anything comparatively less stimulating than what you're used to. This essentially means you're an addict, and you need this constant source of input and dopamine and stimulation. And anything less than that, it makes you bored. You just can't tolerate it. On the x-axis is time, and the dotted line is my made-up threshold necessary for good learning. Now, learning, relatively speaking, is not very stimulating. It's quite boring. So
No, it's only boring if you're not aligned with it, if you are outside of your life purpose. That is when things become boring for you, and that is a position where I do not want you to be in. I want you to be in a position where you are aligned with your life purpose, so that it's always exciting because it is the thing that you are supposed to do.
goal is to stay below that line, because anything above it means we struggle to tolerate the low levels of stimulation, and therefore the learning becomes fidgety and restless. The more sources of instant, cheap dopamine we engage in, the higher our intolerance gets, and the more we struggle to pay attention and learn something. However, as we consume less and cut out more of those sources, we start to get used to less stimulation. And simply doing nothing or being bored, it becomes okay, it becomes tolerable. And that means activities like reading and writing actually become fun and rewarding. And suddenly learning is this thing that gives you that stimulation